So so I have a message. Hey guys. Um I have a message that just would not leave my head. I'm like over here. I woke up today and I was like, I'm gonna be super, 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 restreams over here, Instagrams over here, because I don't know, I haven't figured out how to bring the two together yet. But I have a message that just won't leave my mind. And so I'm over here working, right? And I'm like working, 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 working. And I'm thinking about impact and messaging and value. And I'm like working through my own stuff that my own mentor gave us today to do. And would y'all believe that I could not stay focused because this idea and this thing inside my head just will not turn off? And so I was like, I gotta come and I gotta talk to the people and tell them these things that I am thinking about. Um, so, so. Let me pin a comment real quick. Um, over here on Facebook. 'Cause I just did it on Instagram because I just did it on Facebook. Okay. All right. So let's get the quick and dirty. Um, oh, let's get the quick and dirty done. And I want to talk about why. So the message I got in my head, right, is to like help you help bridge the gap between energetics and like this concept of soul energetics and business. And the message is that somebody needs to hear it. So I'm going to explain to you why I do both. Because it's very, very important to understand how your energy, who you are, what you show up with, and how you show up affects the overall operation and flow of anything that you're trying to create. And so, um, and so, what comes top of mind when I think about this, again, this is not a topic that I had planned. This is just something that I saw in my head, and I had to get out because it would not leave me alone while I was working. So, it's this. The topic that keeps coming top of mind is like to explain to the people that businesses have to be made a kind of way. And the best example that I could think about or that kept landing as a really tangible example for people to understand how energy impacts business is a warehouse. So like if you know me, my background is in operations excellence, where most of it I've done in industrial settings, so like warehouse settings. And the reason why I've done most, and that's where I got most of my work done. And so when I come to like explain stuff to people, hi, when I come to explain stuff to people about energetics and business, I always use a warehouse example because it's the easiest thing that I can think of. It's simple, it makes sense. So warehouses and most operations, like something that's creating like a line, like they create a product in this environment and they create a product in this environment and it comes down the line, right? From creation to completion. That's the example that we're going with. And I'm going to explain how energy works in business and how it works with you the same exact way. And so in this warehouse, let's say they create glasses, right? The glasses in this warehouse was designed to really just supply, hey, hey Eloise, the business was designed to create glasses to produce at the end of its outcome all these beautiful pairs of glasses, right? And so when they built the warehouse, they built it with certain codes, right, and programming designed to make that desired outcome, right? I'm doing well. Designed to make that desired outcome. They said, okay, when we create this space, it's going to create glasses. It's going to go from this part to this part, and by the end, we'll have glasses. So then people had to go in and like code the software, code the machinery to make sure that it always gave that outcome, right? And let's say they start producing glasses day one, and glasses are coming down the line, but the glasses are coming out the wrong color. If the glasses are coming out the wrong color by the time they reach completion, that means that the energy or the programming of that software, of those machinery, right, are putting out the wrong code. They're putting out the wrong information. They're putting out the wrong whatever, so that now we're not getting, these blue, colorful glasses. Now we're getting, I don't know, tangerine color glasses. It's the wrong shape, it's the wrong size, but this is what we have. And so then by the end of, this creation cycle, right? Now we have like 80 pairs of tangerine glasses. We meant to have 40 pairs of the blue speckles, right? That is how energy works with people and their businesses and the things that they create, right? Is that sometimes you can be operating off of a certain program, right? You said, okay, I want to start a company, I want da 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 da. But all of your programming is designed currently to do something else, right? All of your program is set up to, I don't know, make you a person that goes to a 9 to 5. So you have 9 to 5 mentality because you've been programmed that way. You have programmed yourself, the job has programmed you. Everything in your code, everything, all your machinery, all of your systems are saying, go to work, 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 right? And this is what happens to a lot of entrepreneurs, right? All of their code says something else. All of their code says something else when they're trying to have a very specific desired outcome. But because we're in a culture of instant gratification, people are quick to ignore what their energetics, their natural state of being is telling them, right? And they just want to operate off of the code. So if you use the warehouse example again, the factory, right? This factory was designed to create speckled blue glasses, but all the code says something else. All the code is saying make tangerine, make tangerine, make tangerine. And the warehouse and the people in it are like, but we want to make this. This is who we are. We are the people who create the blue speckled glasses, right? And so I hope that creates a really clear picture of like why it's important to understand your energetics of business and your energetics as it shows up in business, because a lot of you are creating things and businesses and ideas and putting things out from a place that is in a misalignment with who you are. So you were the factory that was designed to create blue speckled glasses, but all your coding is saying tangerine. And so sometimes you get blue speckles, but most of the time you get tangerine. Sometimes you get blue speckles, and then another time you get tangerine. And you can't figure out why things go up and then they go down, and then they go up and then they go down, and then they go up and then they go down. And the reason for all of that is because you probably don't have a full understanding of your energetics, of who you are, your identity. I call it your soul energetics. So, like when people have like the desire to work, I don't know, let's say inside of you, deep down inside, you're like, yo, my ideal situation would be to work 10 hours a week, right? But because you are accepting the coding, or the systems or the machinery are telling you tangerine, you're like, oh, I can't work 10 hours a week because you can't do business without 10 hours a week because you have another story, another code playing actively in your system. But if you were to just stop for a second and slow down to understand who you are and say, okay, well, 10 hours a week works. Why does it feel uncomfortable though? Like where is this not fitting, right? Like 10 hours a week feels good, but how could it work? Or 10 hours a week feels good, but who do I have to be to show up in my business 10 hours a week and still make buku money? Right? Because you're not slowing down to ask yourself those questions and get to know and understand fully who you are, you could be putting out different energy, right? Which will create lots of highs and low points in your business, extreme highs and then extreme low points, because the story and the programming and the machinery are not in alignment. So let me see if there's any other messages around what I need to give you guys about that. But I hope that makes it clear and plain. So you can go and hire all the coaches, you can go and join all the programs, but until you really understand the systems, the machinery, the programming playing actively and loudly in your body, in your mind, in your space, you probably aren't going to have the same kind of consistent success in your business that you seek to have. It'll probably be really spotty. It'll probably be full of really high highs and really low lows. Because just like the warehouse example that I gave you guys, your systems, your stories are putting out both. And until someone takes the time to like fix it, until you take the time to fix that energy alignment in your business, in yourself to reflect in your business, it just won't be. And so again, I didn't mean to go live, but it was something that just would not leave me alone as I was working and moving through some things in my own, for my own company. So again, your energetics matter in your business because of how it plays out. If all of your programming is saying one thing, but who you are saying another, they're not going to match. And so it's important for you to get in alignment, go figure out what stories are playing and what's happening, right? And figure out and understand who you are. What were you designed to do? Who were you designed to be? What were you designed to offer into the world? What impact were you sent to make? It's really that simple. So yeah, that's my spiel. Again, I hope this helped somebody or whoever needed it because spirit was just like really, really loud in my head about like, go make sure you say this, go make sure you say this. I want to make sure that I said this. And now I've said it. And so I wish you well. Happy Monday. I'll make a video later of me dancing because it's Movement Monday and I'm really excited to be moving my body today. So anyway, mwah, 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 mwah. XOXO. Be well. Be well. Okay. Peace out, y'all. And peace out here.